Greetings from Hamilton, Montana. I'm Tim Puchkowski with ABC Acres. And it's spring, we're still planting, but we also got a lot of plants in the ground, so we need to supplement our plants and make sure they're growing healthy and strong. And to do that, we're going to be brewing some tea. No, not green tea or Earl Grey. Our plants aren't looking for a little caffeine boost. They're looking for compost tea. Compost tea is a great addition to your organic farming and gardening regimen. It is really easy to make and it's really cheap, but it provides a bunch of benefits to your soil. It adds organic matter. It takes your compost and all the nutrients and spreads that further and allows great absorption from your plants. It adds a bunch of microbial life to your soil. It adds bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and nematodes. The bacteria and fungi, they act as your decomposers, and your protozoa and nematodes, those are your predators. So they're gonna prey on all the negative insects and other smaller microbial life that's in your soil that are adding negative effects to your plants. So they'll help reduce those, and this compost tea will add a bunch of nutrients to your soil. So let's go on making some, and I'll give you a little step-by-step on how we do that. Alright, so to brew your tea, what you need is some compost, a 5-gallon bucket, and some molasses, and an aerator, like a fish tank bubbler. So you got your 5-gallon bucket filled up with water. Ideally, you want non-chlorinated water. So if you can get it from a well or rainwater, that is ideal. So you have your gallon of water, or sorry, 5 gallons of water. You take about a shovelful of compost, add that to your water. Now it doesn't have to be, this is not super exact with how much compost you need, but about a shovelful. Then from there you add your molasses. You do about, here I got about 1/3 of a cup. Of course it is coming out very slow, like they say. Molasses in the wintertime is very slow. Got most of that. Alright, and then you want to top this off with your water. I have about a half a bucket in here. I'm going to add some more water to it. Alright, so I'm out of the frame right now, but I just want to show you guys the bucket of water with our compost tea starting to brew in it. So we have our water, we have our compost, and we have our molasses all mixed together, all churning right now. And to top it off, we need to add oxygen to the compost tea. So what I have is just a fish tank bubbler with an air stone at the end of it to maximize that surface area to get those bubbles created. And we want to create this aerobic condition in the bucket so we don't have anaerobic conditions. Anaerobic conditions, we're going to get a bunch of negative bacteria and mold growing, and it's not going to create the compost tea that we want. So these aerobic conditions are going to get all of the beneficial bacteria, fungi, nematodes, and protozoa that we want. So I'll give my compost tea about 2 days to develop, get all the bacteria and fungi to produce their colonies, and at that time you'll have trillions of microbial life all active inside of your compost tea, feeding off that molasses. That's why we add the molasses. So you can strain it and use it as a foliar spray if you'd like, or you can take about a cup of compost tea and add that to a gallon of water, and you can add that to your garden and to your plants. So add it to your garden, brew up some tea, let me know what you think, and until next time, happy growing.